Hey guys, Ethan here. So today in this video we're gonna find out a little bit more about one of the fundamental concepts of money. We are gonna talk about inflation. In a nutshell, inflation is the increase of prices over the years. For example, our chicken rice used to cost us $3 in Singapore. Right now it's about $3.50. This is only one of the few components that we use to calculate inflation. But before we dive into the details, let's understand what it means to us. Let's first talk about buying a car. Let's say if the car is going to be more expensive tomorrow or the next year, what will happen is that we will be more likely to buy it today rather than tomorrow. What this does is that it increases demand. When demand is increased, businesses will run. When businesses run, what happens is that they will create new jobs. New jobs will then lead to higher pay, and then when they have money, they will be able to spend more and then buy more stuff, and therefore the economy will then expand. So now let's flip it. Okay, if you buy a car tomorrow, it will be cheaper. You're more likely to postpone your purchase. When you postpone your purchase, what will happen is that demand will go down. Demand will go down, businesses will suffer. They won't be able to create these kind of jobs. When there are losses of jobs, people will not be willing to spend, and when that happens, the economy slumps. As we can see, inflation is very, very important for every single country out there. The strategy to adopt is to have a low and sustainable inflation rate. Here is where our chicken rice comes back into play. The price of food forms part of the consumer price index. So as we can see, the consumer price index consists of housing and utilities, food, transport, recreation and culture, education, healthcare, so on and so forth, and these are the things that we use in our day-to-day lives. And now that we know how inflation is measured, what we want to do is dive into past trends to see what inflation trends were like. You will be able to download this off the Singstat website. I'm gonna link it down below. However, I'm gonna summarize for you guys, alright? When we look at the past 5 years, the average was 0.1% inflation, which is very, very low. When we look at past 10 years, we're gonna see 1.5%. When we look at 20 years, you're gonna see 1.33%. So what this means is 10 years ago, $100 is worth more than $100 today. Inflation can be affected by market forces such as the demand pull and the cost push. I'm gonna use the chicken rice store to explain this concept. Demand pull, let's say your chicken rice store is super duper successful. What happens is that you get super long lines every single day and your chickens always sell out. What you can then do is to increase the price. When you increase the price, you're gonna make more profits, and this is how prices increase. Number 2 is cost push. What happens is, if the price of chickens increase, you then have to increase the price of your chicken rice to maintain your profit margin. No choice. But inflation, once again, the strategy is to keep it low and sustainable. So what happens is the government then can intervene. The government can use their monetary policy, their fiscal policy, and their exchange rate policies to moderate this so that it becomes manageable. An ideal inflation rate in a developed country will be roughly about 2%. Okay, so we come to the end of the video. If you learned something today, like, share and subscribe. You're a beautiful human being, and I'll see you again in the next one.